Schmells and red pill dudes are nothing new. Every movie since I was a child was like, date down. Give the dork a chance. Everything is some form of this. Seriously, there was like 5 of these, at least 4. This is what I grew up with. It's always about the dorks and the cheerleaders and these dudes who hate themselves, who think they should get the prettiest girl. This whole genre, which is literally regurgitated over and over and over. Weird science. All the movies I grew up with, all the movies now, everything is this. And some form of Beauty and the Beast. Settling for trash. But today, I'm breaking down this movie because, whoo boy, I watched it last night so that I could do this. And nightmares. It is so much worse than I remember. My little 10-year-old brain watched this thinking, oh, this is a great, cute love story. No, this is a horror film. This dude sucks. And actually, the real life story sucks too. This poor woman, I'm going to go into her at the end. But what happened to her during this movie ended her life later on. Because Patrick Dempsey, who is thriving now, and also cheated on his wife, allegedly, was 20 years old when this was filmed. She was 15. 15. And then I'm going to say what happened to her later. Let's dig into this movie. Because this movie, and every movie I break down, the reason why I do this is because I want women who judge ourselves for picking bad and settling for these little hobo gold digger whatevers, these little losers who let men treat us like crap. This is literally what they've been teaching us to do in every movie, TV show, book that was written by men, and some of them are written by women, like When Harry Met Sally, worst story ever. Great storytelling, terrible message. But in general, men are writing and directing movies about teenagers. First of all, that's a problem. But second of all, it's the same story. This poor little guy, he deserves the cheerleader, even though he sucks. He sucks before he's popular. He really sucks when he's popular. So this is a cautionary tale about what happens to men who hate themselves and you give them anything. They become monsters. Let's start at the beginning of Ronald, his little Inchmel story. Before we begin, look, it's like, where'd you got the camera on me again? There he goes. Oh, no. He'll fall asleep once I start talking a lot. Y'all know the deal. Start off with Ronald, who is a senior entering his senior year of high school, and he's mowed a lot of lawn. One of his neighbors, Cindy, she has one. I wanted this so bad. I wanted a little rabbit. Cindy's the popular cheerleader with the popular friend. No one ever really wears seatbelts in this movie, as you'll notice. And poor Ronald, he just works so hard. Poor little nerd works so hard while these popular girls just to be popular. That's their job. By the way, keep in mind, this is the man who directed this film about teenagers. When I show you the other movies he directed, this is all going to make more sense. It was also written by a man who wrote a lot of other things that you'll find interesting, but more on that later. The reason why this is important is that the way these characters are written, more or less, is very telling. Now that I have more media literacy, I would have known in the first 3 minutes that a man wrote this. But my 10-year-old brain, when this came out in 1987, my little 10-year-old heart was like, yeah, this is how women are supposed to be and think. This is what we are, I guess. Cindy is the neighbor, who's popular, pretty, and just has endless money to spend on clothes. Cindy, I thought I said under the Neiman Marcus card. They're very intentional with these lines. Spoiled little brat. Cindy, this is what I'm talking about, responsibility. Why can't you be more mature like the Miller boy? She's like, oh my God, Ronald. He's like, hey, silly hat. Mother, get serious. We cut to them watching Cindy, the blonde hero. I swear, this is all Princess and the Frog over and over again too. Like, I swear, this is all the movies are the same. And she's watching Bobby, who is in college now, and I guess they're still together. Honestly, come on. You really think Bobby's not like porking a bunch of other people? Cindy, you should date someone else. Anyway, they're watching him on TV, and he's like, yeah, you know what? I think they asked, like, what do you miss about back home? Like, yeah, like after practice, the thing that made me feel the best. Like, Cindy, you're so lucky. As they think he's gonna be like Cindy, and he's like, that hydro massage machine. That's what I miss about home. So just like all movies, Edward Scissorhands, I don't know, pretty much every movie that I grew up with more or less is like, hey, you can date a jerk or some man who doesn't have hands, who could unalive you with scissor hands, but you feel sorry for him. This, seriously, the one message from this that they're trying to get, like, they want you to date down because A, you don't have to be attracted to your partner. Women, you don't need that. Only men deserve to be attracted to their partner. And also, you know, they're already setting you up to be their mommy too by feeling empathy and feeling sorry for poor man, you know. Edward Scissorhands, I've already done that breakdown. I can do a longer one if y'all want, but literally that movie is horrifying. Horrifying. She literally feels sorry for him. That's why she loves him. That's it. That's it. He can't even talk. And he lives in a bird nest in his dead psychopath daddy's mansion. And here it is again. She had a jerk boyfriend, and Cindy does too. And they all have a van. I swear to God, in the 80s, it's all these terrible psychopathic bullies in vans who get these beautiful girlfriends. And then what's her other option? An inchmel. That's it. The bully or the inchmel. Nothing else. Women will be like, you're like, I'm tired of you like sexualizing women and selling us our bodies to sell deodorant. They're like, what? Would you rather be covered in head to toe in the Middle East? You know, as they use Islamophobia and all that stuff. They always are like, you get this or this. What's the problem? And you're like, I don't want can I have something else? Rather, nobody? So their friends are all like, ooh, that's not good. When he doesn't mention Cindy at all. Guys, it's no felony. Such 80s language. Come on, I mean, he's got a lot on his mind. Like other girls, Cindy. Wake up! Like, yeah, you're right, okay. Then the girls leave and she takes her jacket, Bobby's jacket. This was back when they were obsessed with us wearing these Letterman jackets. Is this still a thing? Please tell me this is not a thing still. We realize that football players and cheerleaders are not the only way you can be a successful man or woman in society. Anyway, this is on her bedroom door. A life-size, this is psychotic. So already they're like, Cindy's desperate. This is what the writer wanted you to think. Cindy has no other choice than, like, literally all of her choices suck. So what better than a dork? But look at this. Like, seriously, this, if you have a daughter who puts this on her door, get her help. Then we cut to Cindy. She's the leader, or whatever it's called, of the cheerleading squad. Captain. He's like, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. There's a stalker behind you. Ronald. Ronald is a sociopath. Like, this is what he does. He comes to her practices and watches her while sitting on his little bike. And here comes his little friend. Ronald, thought you were going to meet me at the library. So already out of the gate, Ronald ditches his friend. By the way, his friend is one of the only good people in this movie. He's the moral compass of this whole movie. And Ronald's like, sorry, friend, I got better things to do, but stuck. My neighbor. Buy a telescope, yeah! Like, they make these guys just so cartoonishly nerds. Ronald's wearing a beret. Backwards. And of course they're on bikes. Because, I mean, Ronald seems like his dad actually, like, he lives in a nice house. Right next door to Cindy, who's rich. So y'all live in the same neighborhood. Just to make us feel bad for Ronald. Because the 80s is full of classism, too. Sexism, racism, classism, all of it! So Cindy's this spoiled little rich girl with a single mom. And Ronald has loving parents who make him work hard, mow lawn, and ride his little bike. Look at this dude. If you looked over and saw a man like this, wouldn't you? I would get a restraining order. Like, I want to be a part of the cool clique. His friend's like, dude, why are you thinking about them? They don't even know who we are. That's my point. Wouldn't you like to hang with them? Ronald. I mean, whatever. This is high school. Like, Ronald, you already suck. You've been mowing her lawn for 5 years, bro. She didn't know who you are. Like, yeah, but... Oh, do you have a crush on Cindy? No. Can't even be honest with your friend, Ronald. Are you going to have a relationship with Cindy? He's like, bro, she's out of your league. All of them are out of her league. She's a star. The point of this movie is that all men, even silly little Ronald, are entitled to the captain of the cheerleader squad. They deserve it. They've earned it from doing nothing other than being born. Because these guys are so mean to them. Pretty girls have to date them. Now we get to this guy. So all of her, Cindy's friends, really suck. Like, all of them suck. All of them. This dude is like trying to grape everybody. Well, they all are. This dude just like farts everywhere. I don't understand why any of them are I don't even understand why she's friends with these women. Sorry, teenage girls. Because they end up sucking too. They all suck. Her and the dork friend are the only people I like in this whole movie. They're like, yeah, we'll be at your party. This was back, I mean, I'm guessing people still do this, but I don't know how they got away with such huge parties. This was such a thing then, and I don't know, after seeing Euphoria, although I don't know how accurate that is, especially because Sam Levinson wrote it, little perv. But back in my day, when in Tennessee, where I grew up, either drank and did wrongs in the woods or at some rich person's house. And it seems like they're all rich. All the 80s movies, it's like mostly rich kids or like really poor kids. It's all these extremes. And there are all these parties at these rich kids' houses. But then again, this is Gen X, when our parents didn't even know where we were and had to be reminded on the television to check on your kids at 10 o'clock at night. So, I mean, it's a latchkey thing, I guess. I don't know. Generalizing a lot. But I love it. She gives these guys crap. She always talks back to them. She's like, great, I'm thrilled you're going to be there. And then look at this. So they also normalize preying on younger girls and basically trying to coerce all of them. Ooh, look, the new recruits, the freshmen. They're like, ha ha. And then basically throughout the movie, they're going to try to coerce these women into sleeping with them at parties. I mean, it's accurate, but like, being a senior is gonna be a beautiful thing. I don't know if this is still a thing, but when I was in high school, all the senior guys were dating like freshman girls. Fresh meat, as they called it. So 18-year-old guys were going after 14 and 15-year-old girls. And then all the senior girls felt like, A, they were too mature for these idiots. B, were like, left behind. Or at least this was in my high school. But honestly, I hated everyone by the time I was in senior. I was like, I just want to hang out with adults. I'm so tired of being lumped in with some of these people. Because all the men scared the crap out of me. All a bunch of little grapists. Hashtag, I can taste it now, man. I can taste this little fresh meat. Ugh! So then we get the dorks. This is supposed to be the biggest years of our life. Sorry, I got something else for you. This is like your senior year of high school should not be the biggest year of your life. But I guess this is kind of what a lot of us thought. Homecoming, prom, parties. What's also funny is my husband's French, if you're new here. And he knows everything about prom, and he knows about graduation and how we throw our caps in the air and all this crap that's in all the movies. They don't do that here. They don't have prom. But they know all these references from being forced to watch so much of this crap. Because we just blast this stuff all over the world and like force people to consume U.S. American culture. Like, we have plenty of memory. Video, yearbook committee, video parlor, card games on Saturday night. This was back when they used this word all the time. Totally normal to use this word back in the movies, among other words. It's like, yeah, like, that's like great, but like, let's be honest. Don't you like to be popular? It's like, and I have to be in a clique? No thanks. See? I like this guy. What I hate about this movie is it's like trying to give some sort of moral lesson on cliques in high school and the popular kids are just bullies to these nerds. But then we see that actually this dude would be a bully. He's a terrible human being. He's an insecure little inchmel, little baby inchmel. And if he just gets enough power, he's gonna become Walter White. This is literally Walter White as a teenager. Just add 30 years to his life. He's gonna grape his wife or try to sell meth to his student after grooming him, become a gangster and terrorize everybody, literally just be like a menace to society because he just got a little bit of power with his big old ego and victim mentality, and he's pissed. He's pissed that he doesn't get everything. This was a cautionary tale for Breaking Bad. Stakes are lower because he doesn't have a wife and a disabled son and a baby dependent on him. Walter White, I'm going to do a breakdown on that man soon. Let me know if you want that. He's like, I don't understand, we're all friends in elementary school. What happened? He's like, because they forced us in the same room together. Like, jocks became jocks. Like, just accept it, Donald. Accept yourself. Love yourself. Stop trying to be someone you're not. We became us, and I like us. There you go. Not ashamed of being a nerd. Because he knows that he's going to be making more money than all those dudes. Except for the, like, ones with, you know, who already have money. And then they'll just literally, whatever. But your day's coming, buddy. He just mocks them. I just think it'd be more fun to party with those guys our senior year. Go to the game. We go to all the games. Yeah, but we sit in the visitor section. Like, this is so poorly written. Could you be more on the nose? Could you be more on the nose? Like, you're literally like a caricature of a nerd. That stupid beret. Seriously. And of course, they're riding home later on their little bike. Here comes a Ferrari, whatever that is. Almost, look at this. This is a classic Gen X theme. They just have a child and a mom almost get hit by this car. Where have you been? Ha! Where have you been, Mom? You're riding bikes like everybody else. Up to no good. Because where's Dad? Anyway, he's like, that's your answer. Get a car like that. Like, yeah. And then you get one of those. This was also a scene that was popular in the 80s. You don't remember the movie Vacation? The Griswolds? That dork dad? Yet another dork dad with a beautiful wife that he doesn't appreciate. Yeah, the whole vacation, he keeps obsessing over Christy Brinkley and this Ferrari. As if you could get her. Oh, but he does. While his wife is in the motel with his kid. He's out there skinny dipping somehow with a supermodel who was driving a Ferrari. Okay. See, this literally is in every movie. It's in every movie. The dork loser gets the girl every time. And we wonder why men feel so entitled to us. We're told that we shouldn't care if he's shorter, which in and of itself would not be a problem. He wasn't insecure. It's not about him being shorter. It's his insecurity around it. He will always make women pay for that. If he is insecure about his looks or anything about himself, if he hates himself, any woman that dates that man will pay the price. He will nag you until you hate yourself as much as he hates himself. And then he'll probably cheat on you and leave you anyway. And then Donald's like, wants this car and the girl because he just works so hard mowing lawns. His friend's like, well, you can rent it. Uh-oh. Seed planted. Of course, his dad has to have a car like this. I don't understand why his dad has a car like this, given the neighborhood they live in and given the house they live in. But okay, we gotta feel bad for Ronnie. If you want, you can borrow the car. No, I'd rather ride my bike and feel like a victim. Cut to Cindy's house, where she gets schmexualized by her mother's new boyfriend. Hey, beauty must run in the family. And it runs fast. Like, this is kind of funny, but it's gross. She's like, first of all, she's 15 in real life. Playing a, 17 or 18-year-old. He's like, hey, I'm here to date your mom, but I'd fork you. Look, you've met my little baby. Oh, I thought she was your little sister. Oh, Rock. Name's Rock, okay. Can I borrow your suede outfit? This dumb outfit's gonna be like the whole exciting incident. Said no. You can have my credit card and buy anything you want, you spoiled little brat. But you can't wear my silly little suede dress. I'll take care of the big sister, eh? I swear to God, this is like, what is that show? Who's the Boss? Literally every show in the 80s is like, okay. Women have money now, and they're really smart. Always have been. We're finally like recognizing that women are smart, like letting them work at jobs that are supposed to be ours, and we're letting them make money and have bank accounts and stuff. But you gotta settle. Every movie from the 80s and beyond is like, settle, especially if you're successful. I believe this was the rise of the hobosexual era. Don't you want to bet she makes more money than this man? And the daughter's like, God, you suck. Mom's like, isn't he a hunk? I don't know if they're trying to make fun of single moms back then or what, but they do a good job of it in this movie. If you have a single mom, your daughter will become a prostitute. Is that the theme of this? Like, bye, good word. That's what kills me. This woman's supposed to be rich, but look at her bedroom. A rocking chair. I don't know. Anyway, this is such an 80s bedroom. Look at that. Cut to a pool party where he is trying to coerce this woman. So gross. Hey, I'm so glad you made the cheerleading squad. Freshman. You know, the girls are so important to the team. I mean, your help is so crucial between games too. You know what I mean? Keeping our spirits up. Great! What can I do to help? All the women in this movie are dumb, except Cindy. But, you know, she ends up selling her body. So, you know, literally every woman is humiliated in this movie. And all the men sucking is normalized. And then we got little Donald. Poor Donald. He wants to buy this little horoscope so bad. Not at the table, please. Here's the mom. Talking about the money he saved up from mowing lawns to buy this horoscope. Seth Green plays like the meanest kid in history. Mom's like, how much does your microscope cost? Telescope, Mom! What's important about this is because maybe Ronald hates himself because his mom doesn't care. He don't really say much about his parents, and then his dad giving his brother money for no reason, creating another reason for Ronald to be righteously angry at the world, be a poor victim. His mom doesn't even remember what kind of instruments he needs for his science. And dad gives his brother money. He deserves Cindy. He deserves her. I'm going to buy my telescope and then I'm going to put the rest of the money in a money market account. Well, I don't know what that even is. I'm proud of you, son. You worked, you earned, you saved. Mom doesn't even know what kind of telescope you want. Again, his brother's like, give me money, daddy. And they ask about his life. Did he party? Yeah, game card night. His little brother, who's a dork. Again, there's that word. Your little brother is your bully in your life. Of course you're going to feel entitled to the captain of the cheerleading squad. Because men and even little boys bully you. You see what I mean? Men feeling or being bullied by other men makes them think that women owe them things. That's boy math. I mean, look, he's going to go play cards, chips, dips, dorks. Like, I can't believe the older brother lets this kid talk to him that way. Most older brothers are a menace to their younger brothers and sisters. They're the bully. So now we just root for Ronnie even more. And of course, they've got him wearing the dorkiest hat at his little card game with, I forget his name, the only guy I like in this whole movie. Let's do something different. Like, be cool. They're like, no, let's play cards. Then at the party, she's wearing her mom's suede outfit she was told not to wear. They're all wearing like suits. And like, oh, you're not going to prom. Why is everybody wearing this? I don't remember people doing this in the 80s. And then her she has frenemies. They also normalized your girlfriends hating you. Oh, look at that severe suede. Guys, it's no big deal. Babby got it for me from Iowa. So like lying to her best friends, okay. You know, they have lots of leather there. And Barbara's like, oh yeah, like the best leather in room. Paris and Des Moines. I don't remember this. I didn't see this yesterday. These girls are not your friends. Like, this poor girl has no one in her life. Even her mom her mom's a pick-me, dates creepy men. Her friends are her really haters. And she's got a stalker lawn boy. And then this guy's out there, look at this, trying to groom the cheerleader. I tell you how many scholarships I've got? Wow. And look at this. I had bangs like that, y'all. And then they spilled wine all over her mom's outfit. The dude's gaslight. Dude, where's just wine? It'll come out, put salt on it. But she knows she's in deep crap with mommy. I mean, it's not, that guy ruined her, and that man should have paid for this. All this could have been avoided if he just paid for what he did. Now she has to sell her body to the stalker lawn boy. I mean, this outfit, it's believable because it's the 80s, but what is this? I feel like this is something the Kardashians would probably wear right now, though. I can't stand that. Let me cut to the mall where the dork with his little beret is buying his little optical inverter, la 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 la. And then he's like, ooh, there's Cindy, and he stalks her in the mall. What's happening? Uh-oh, she's in distress. I got an idea. I'll go buy her. And that's exactly what he does. She needs $1,000 to replace her mom's suede outfit she wore without asking, and that her crappy friend ruined. And he's like, let me pay you to make me popular. And he actually says he wants to rent her. You want to rent me? Even this man, this is maybe the only other sane person in this movie. That seems wrong. What are you talking about? Are you high? I want to rent you. Yeah, you pretend to like me. We go out for just a few weeks and that will make me popular. She's like, that's not how it works. You actually have to work at being popular. Well, I have $1,000 that says it will work, you little entitled brat. She's like, you're crazy. You mowed too many lawns. You're right. You've decided against the purchase. And he walks out the door like an entitled little brat. And of course she's like, nah, crap. She doesn't want to get in trouble. This man literally manipulates her and her distressing moment to force her into prostitution. This is a teenage movie, y'all. And apparently they have a French version of that Anthony told me about. It's not called this, but he's like, oh yeah, we have the same movie. I forget what it's called. So the next day at school, he's like, all right, pay up. It's like, crap. Like, I'm about to walk the cool person highway. I usually go the long route to the library because everyone bullies me. It's like, will you just chill? And then this, I'm the one who's going to have to hold the press conference. This right here is a lesson in why men want wives and girlfriends. It's not about what they can give. It's not about love. It's about status. It's about social capital. They all know know that who they choose is going to give them status. It has nothing to do with her. He never liked her. He wasn't stalking her because he's in love with her. He wanted what she represents: success, money, popularity, power, access to other women. It was never about her, and this is supposed to be a love story for high schoolers. And this is how women glow up when they leave men. Men glow up and level up because of women. Period. Across the board. You will see a man who can't dress, and then as soon as he dates the right woman, wow, all of a sudden he's got style. Now he's confident. He's got a woman who will listen to his problem. He's got a free therapist. He gets access to her body and all kinds of other things, and then babies and all kinds of free other labor. Little secretary, personal assistant, life coach, career coach, endless. What does she get? $1,000. And her status is going, his goes up, hers goes down. Men know this. Women, we don't seem to understand this. We want security. They want social status. We want love. They want to be loved unconditionally. Not all men, obviously, but this is how they are conditioned. And movies like this do it and normalize us being the one to level up all men. And then when we do, what happens? They toss us aside. She's the one who is taking a hit for being seen with this guy. And it's not like he literally earned anything. He literally just mowed some lawns and felt entitled and paid her. And then she starts to negotiate. She should have done this if she took the $1,000, honestly. Cindy, think better. Be a businesswoman. Not holding your hand, no kissing, and I get lunch hours off. That's not our deal. Look at this. I need more return on my investment. This is how men think. This movie. If you really want to know how men think, watch this movie. Don't watch it because I'm watching it for you. It's too depressing. But there's no way I'm holding your hand in public. I mowed 286 miles for you. Pretty sure it wasn't for her. But this is how he's thinking. I did this for you. No, you did it for you. Remember? This is an investment, not for her. It's for what you get. Seriously, men who think like this are literally never going to see you as a human being. You are an investment and they want a return. We lose in this little business deal. Every marriage is a business contract. And that's why actually marriage is a lot of times more secure than just living with these dudes, because you get no rights. You get nothing back on your investment. So then they do, I want 5 days. No, 2. No, 3 lunches. And then he's like, just remember, don't tell anyone. It's our little secret. Yeah, I promise. Anyway, it's only for 1 week. No, it's 1 month. Actually, Ronald, you said a few weeks. A few is 3, right? Am I wrong? I always thought a few is 3. Y'all should have worked this out in the mall. It's like, okay, well, if we're going to do this, at least you got to look better. Take that stupid hat off. Rub some stuff in your hair. Get rid of the glasses. He's like, how is he seeing? That's like there's no contact. So that's weird plot hole. Seriously, this man is literally glowing up right in front of our eyes. This is what women do pretty much all the time. Or they glow up in every other way and then they just don't exercise, don't take care of themselves, look like crap because they know that they've got her locked in and they can sit back and relax and do nothing. And who cares if the wife is attracted to them? She has to stay fit even after she has babies. Literally risks dying. She has to stay fit or he'll cheat. A lot of these men are like, why? I don't just so big in the South. I swear to God, so many, with white men at least, I only know that world very well. So many women in my high school look amazing now. They look better at 46 than they looked even in their 20s and 30s. I would even argue I do too. And their husbands, don't even try. Entitlement. Doesn't matter if we're attracted to them. All that matters is that they're attracted to us. If they're not, bye-bye. Go find another woman. Start a whole new family. He rips off his shirt, makes him look like this. Okay, we're ready. One last thing, Cindy. My name is Ronald, not Donald. Aw, poor Ronald. She didn't know his name. She didn't know her little stalker's name. Poor guy. So then they walk in together and everyone's like, what happened? This is so 80s and it cracks me up. Let's bring this back. Friends are like, is that Ronald? Oh my God, I'm gonna puke. So like I said, she's taking a hit to her reputation momentarily till she can convince everyone he's cool and level him up at the low cost of $1,000. That's such a bargain. Didn't you used to mow my lawn? Oh, you have good rhododendron. Okay. This man right here literally just farts. He eats raw eggs. It's disgusting. ugh. And she's the only one who's like, you suck. And look at this guy. No shirt now. Like, okay, why are you with Ronnie? She explains it to them, but basically she's like, it's none of your business, whatever. They're like, what about Bobby? And she's like, what about Bobby? What about Bobby? What about Bobby? I'm going to tell you in part 2. Sorry to do this, y'all. I don't mean to be so abrupt, but this is going to go over an hour. And so I decided to break it into 2 parts. So please let me know what you think so far. If you haven't seen this movie, maybe you want to go watch it before you see part 2. If you have seen it, maybe you want to rewatch it, or maybe y'all want the surprise, because this man is like the original Inchmail. Well, actually, it's been going on for a while. I'm also going to go into this woman's tragic ending of her life that was a direct result of this movie. So this is such a terrible story, but I want to use it as an example of how often the movie industry destroys the lives of women, just as like a little footnote, but just how they've been conditioning us for a long time. And I think that we do not end up hating ourselves as much when we realize that we were just taught to give men endless chances and to date down. And if you vote in the United States, please make sure you're registered. They have purged votes. I had to re-register because they apparently did that to me. So make sure you can register. Make sure you get your ballot, whether you're in the U.S. or voting abroad. Please, please vote. We need you. And if you vote for anyone other than Harris, please don't. What are you doing? What is wrong with you? Anyway, let me know what you think. Part 2 is coming. Sorry for the delay. It's been a crazy summer and just crazy time. And I love doing movie reviews. If you want to help in the decision of which movies to review, please join my Patreon. I am going to be doing a lot of Schmegs in the City content coming soon because I have been rewatching the whole season so that I can comment on it. Anyway, no comment song today. Instead, just some little updates. Okay. Hope you're having a great weekend. Bye.